All right, welcome to track 1 here, day 2 Men's Roller Derby World Cup from Barcelona. This is the quarterfinals. We are about to witness USA and Wales for a spot in tomorrow's semi-final. I'm KP.
And I'm Nasty Moves, joining KP. KP is going to tell us some good things about team skating in red. That's going to be USA, and who will be skating for them.
So, winners of the previous 2 World Cups, USA number 0260, Spin Diesel, number 10, Carter, 19 is Streak, 20, John Wyatt, 2468 is Dylan Butts, number 3, Tony Muse, 3158 is Beastang, 32 is Shane Bauer, 35 Brandon Schertz, 515 is Michael Thornton, 618 Led Zeppelin, number 7 Magnum, 82 Percy Control, and 915 Patrick Lopez. And
skating in white, we're going to have Wales. Wales will be represented by 07 Lewis Hassel, number 13 Dom Watson, number 1471 Matthew Hurlston, number 19 Farron Ashby, number 198 Owain Oliver, number 1984 Pinel Kiba, number 218 Mark Longworth, your captain number 26 Martin Swift, 2828 Luke Ashton, 32 Vaughn Budd, 33 Dave Shaw, 43 James Clark, 8055 Paul Burrows, 918 Jay Cluckerbuck, and last but not least, number 925 Thornflakes.
So that was the 30-second whistle from the rest. A little bit of disappointing news last night for the Wales guys. Dale, Matt, Tom, and Jamie all had their gear and passports stolen, so there is a GoFundMe to help them replace all their skate gear that they're now having to run borrowed gear for. GoFundMe.com/help-the-lads. Go and donate if you can. Really support these guys as they're about to get underway here. Helston versus Carter. You're going to expect a strong game from USA, but Wales, they've been perpetual high scorers in the Men's Roller Derby World Cup. We beat them by 1 point back in 2014.
Who's we again?
That would be the Wizards of Oz for 5th place in Birmingham. They finished a little lower in 2016, but they have really punched hard here, top of their bracket coming into this quarterfinal. So let's see what they can do against Team USA. Right now, working at the front of the pack. USA does have lead, but we do see a strong 3-wall. It is Helston wearing the star for Wales, pushing against Peter Pan. He's just such a strong rocker, really controlling the wall there. Helston trying to make something happen. But look at that defense from Wales. I think this is the toughest wall that USA has come up against. Carter normally just been skating laps all weekend so far, and he is shut down. That is
fantastic. Like you mentioned earlier today, grinding defense, but actually being spread out quite well. We're going to pick up the pace, though. Carter picks up the 5 more points for Team USA. But Hurlston is, managed to move up half a track, but is also stuck behind a very serious wall.
Yeah, just solid, traditional 3-wall defense. Carter calls it off. I'm pretty sure that's the lowest scoring jam USA have had all weekend. So amazing work by Wales to shut them down that hard. They're looking, the USA boys are looking puffed coming off the track. Well,
you know, Wales got a bit of music beforehand. We heard a lot of Tom Jones going. Maybe that pepped them up a little bit. Yeah. For holding up the Welsh ends.
Yeah, their style of play is really going to work well, I think, against USA. USA don't skate together as much. They're spread all over a large continent. They have had a couple of trainings together, but for the most part, they're more individual skaters. And
Wales, quite the opposite, obviously coming from a smaller country. Look at that! Oh. We have the first lead for Wales, and that is going to be Ashby, number 19.
Wow. Big hit there on D. Botts, and look at that, it's a clean hit. He's going to get points. That is, well, certainly not happened so far this tournament. People getting points against USA in the second jam.
It's usually Christmas, or it's close to it. We've had some points already, but it's who can get the most points against Team USA. That is also part of the story. developing right now. Look at that, 5 points. You're getting excited.
Ashby
it's only jam 2. We've got a whole game to go here.
Wow, and Ashby getting the lap point on Shane Bauer. Oh, sorry, yes, and going to the VMix powered replay here, you can see Ashton just really getting some big hits in and just driving the USA blockers out of the way. 14
points for USA, 5 for Wales. You can just tell, too, the crowd's going to go nuts quite quickly.
So now Magnum.
Probably the only scoreless jam against USA, too, as well. The first jam of this, so that's also quite interesting.
Yeah. Magnum now really strong, veteran World Cup skater, veteran world champion. He's skating last, but again, Wales gets out of the pack so quickly. Just Magnum's now having to burn the clock without putting more points on, because the Cheese Balls Bearings penalty box has got some of his team in it.
Quite busy box there too as well.
So great pressure from Wales early on. This is what they need.
This is going to be an interesting game. It's going to turn in all which directions, and it's a full-length game. Let's repeat that as well. This game is going to be a full-length derby game, so 2 times 30 minutes. And lined up for, I see Luke Ashton lined up for Wales.
Yeah, up against Bistang for Team USA. Crunching defense, both walls coming together. No one going down, but no one getting out. Finally, Bistang makes his way as Ashton has to get recycled, but his pivot is right there behind him to give him some help. Just one to beat. Dylan Botso so quick, recycling. Ashton is out, but it's jammer on jammer. Bistang just flattens him down the back straight.
That was beautiful. An apex jump and a proper hit out on Ashby. But Ashton is going to go to the box. Yeah. Ashby, forgive me. That means power jam for Team USA. I got so excited there.
Wow, so much action early on.
It is. It's getting warm, and it's only jam 3 there. Jam 4.
All the blockers are on the track, but Swifty manages to take Bistang out solo, one-on-one blocking. Now his teammates manage to help Bistang through. 5 points during this power jam, but Wales just really slowing these guys down. They're not intimidated at all by the size of the USA jammers.
Size does not matter in roller derby. No, but vigorousness does, and determination. Wales, again, with the setbacks they've had this weekend, they're still really, really up for it. So very positive. And look, a little bit of fizz bumping too as well.
You just saw on that VMix powered replay, Bistang having to resort to the apex jump to get around the solid wall and then going in to flatten the Wales jammer on that outside lane. All right, so jam number 4 is getting underway. Jam number 5, Helston lining up against, I can't see who the jammer is here. It's Lopez for Team USA. And we have a bunch of penalties happening. It's USA to the box for a backlock. That's going to really open things up for Wales here. Are we going to see a second lead jammer?
We're waiting for it. And so early in the game, too. Unpredictable. Oh, good takeout as well there.
Spin Diesel, such control, manages to take the Wales jammer out of bounds, stay in himself. He's going to have to reset and recycle. But look at that offense from Wales.
But first.
Butts first. Once again, Peter Pan and Spin Diesel teaming up to keep Wales stuck behind. Helston just now grinding. There's the O from his pivot. O's now dropping back because Lopez is back from the box. We have another penalty already, but it's a multiplayer against Wales. So Lopez now ineligible for lead. Helston still can take it. He's working, but Peter Pan's and Spin Diesel still double teaming against him.
Lopez out of the pack, not the lead. Helston trying to get in there as well and just up against that wall. Lopez is back and everyone's trying to stop everybody. Lopez, though, just gets through on the inside. One blocker down for Wales in the meantime, and a bit of a stash going on for Helston for Wales.
So yeah, Helston really trying to make something happen with his pivot. They've been working well so far together this game, but they're not getting out. Lopez, without the ability to get lead, is just picking up points. 10 already on the board. There's still a block of disadvantages Lopez puts 5 more up. Spin Diesel still keeping Helston behind him as he's reaching for that pivot, but
they're trying really hard to get the star out, but that is not going to happen as this jam ends. But as this jam ends, Lopez picks up another 5 points.
Yeah, big jam for USA. Here we go to the replay. You can see how close Helston was at getting out, but hashtag butt first. He's down and had to go back. Really just veteran control from those USA blockers.
And we're going to have Ashby back jamming there for Wales and up against Carter.
Carter, really high-scoring jammer in all the World Cup play he's been involved in, but we have lead jammer to Wales. Crowd is going nuts here. That's their second lead jammer already. We're not even 10 minutes in.
How exciting is this? We didn't predict this at all, but there's some determination in there.
Carter is about half a lap behind, but Wales points, calls it off cleanly. There's 3-0 jam. That's the second scoreless jam for Team USA.
And possibly, again, the only scoreless jams they've had. Let's have a look at the replay, though, and that is Streak there on the outside.
Yeah, Wyatt was square on the line. He had him on his back, but just slipped off. I don't know. I've gone up against Wyatt plenty of times and never been able to do that. So just sheer power and skill from the Wales jammers there. Telling you,
they've got fire in their belly, as we say where I come from. So we're gonna have a new jammer there, Oliver and 198 for Wales.
Yeah, mixing things up. Shane Bauer wearing the star and already through the lead. Very experienced skater, again, veteran of the World Cup and World Championships. He's coming up, but he just gets smashed in the face there. Unfortunately, penalty was not intentional, but it looked like he felt that one as he took a bit to get up. Now he's still working his way. I've not seen USA challenge like this all tournament long. Shane Bauer just not able to make any progress. It's just bodies.
It's just the wall of Wales. No one's getting through. Gets through a bit more slowly, puts 5 more points there on the board for USA, and everyone seems to be hitting up against the wall and falling on their knees every time. Yeah. So that gives you an idea of how physically hard the defense is to get through.
Yeah, this is a really grippy floor, so the fact that these guys are going down so hard, it's just people are actually lifting them off their wheels when they hit them.
It's muscles.
Yeah.
It's pure muscle.
Oh, and Shane Bauer picks up a back block, so that's going to be another opportunity for Wales. They haven't completed the initial pass yet. Oliver still struggling. Announcer's curse.
Just announcer's curse. Yes, exactly. We got it. Fantastic work there for Wales.
Look at this formation. They're going to run some offense for him. There it is. It's the follow-through offense. Just all 3 of them sweeping Spin Diesel, Streak out of the way.
Big curtain.
Yeah.
The curtain sweep. I'm sure you've done that before too.
Yeah. I think when I've tried it, the result's been about the same. It doesn't work against blockers with this much experience.
Bauer just moves Streak out of the way, moves anything out of the way. Frenemies, anybody.
All right, Streak now playing offense. Finally getting Shane Bauer through, but yeah, that took some strong offense from USA to break up that Wales wall. Now Wales still trying to get their jammer out.
Yeah, so no initial pass, if I'm not mistaken, for Wales.
Yep.
Or actually, no 4 points.
The replay here.
Yeah. We have a look, that's getting through. So yeah, 4 more points on the board there for Wales. It's going to be 70 USA, Wales 12.
All right, so Magnum up against Ashton here. The Cheese Balls Bearings penalty box does have the Wales pivot in it. So that is Ashby. Oh, and jammer on jammer.
Takeout.
Very nicely timed by Ashton just to make Magnum really work for that.
But couldn't back them up that far because they both skate really, really fast. But look at that aggression. That's definitely what we can call it now. Magnum trying to get through the last line of defense. They're going to push the pack up forward. But that is some wonderful blocking from Wales.
Incredible stuff, though. Magnum does a pirouette around those final blockers on one hand.
Love pirouettes.
It looks on your screen, it looks like Magnum is small. He is not. These walls are just huge.
Everyone looks big.
That athleticism, he got knocked out of bounds, held himself up with one hand, was able to push himself back upright without getting the cut.
There's teams that practice that. I've seen it before. It's actually beautiful to watch.
There are.
Magnum coming in for another scoring pass on the outside. Burrows waiting for him, but couldn't do too much there on his own as that jam ends. And 5 more points for USA. Look at that replay. Look at that. That is blockage, my friends.
Yeah, Burrows just really holding Magnum up. Magnum having to work for it. And I saw Magnum just skate off the track then. He was seriously puffed. I don't think I've ever seen him that puffed coming off the track.
I've seen Burrows block year on and year on, and he just loves to block is all I'm going to say. Very inspiring person to watch as far as one-on-one blocking is concerned. So we've got Hurlston for Wales, and the lead is going to go to USA.
Beastang quickly up the inside. He's a big, powerful guy. It doesn't take him much to get going. But chased down in the pack by Wales.
Forcing the call off, too.
Yeah, just limited to 2 points. Incredible stuff. Look at those. The points per jam on screen now. You can see just how much Wales have both put 0 points to USA score while cranking up their own, as well as just limiting the USA score. A 2-point jam, a 4-point jam, and a bunch of zeros.
So not that many multiple scoring passes, basically, and that's actually very different than any other games we've seen so far against Team USA. Things like the Netherlands, other teams in Japan also as well this weekend. Yeah,
we've seen USA put 400 points up in a 30-minute period. They're only on 82, and we're 1/4 of the way through. So yeah, they're about a quarter of the scoring rate they have all weekend so far. Oh, but we do have a high block call on Wales. That's going to be tough. They're going to have 3 skaters in the blocks, including their jammer. So Lopez now scoring unopposed for USA.
Cheese Balls Bearing Box. Check out more about them at cheeseballswithaz.com, sponsoring our penalty box this weekend. That's getting a lot of visitors.
It is. It sure is. And Lopez getting the call to ice the Wales jammer in the box. They're going to go for a power jam start for Carter. Interesting call. I never
That's one way to put it.
I never like power jam starts. I think they're just they're risky.
Do you know what I don't like? I'm going to tell you. What I don't like is when I play and I'm the only blocker on the track and I try and block off line 2, but you just feel like the bull is rushing towards you.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. But it's I don't like it, but maybe I do like it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Carter.
Great work there by Wales, really pulling the USA offense forward. It took Carter 3/4 of a lap before he got through.
Yeah, well, like you said, a lot of resistance. Oh, fantastic apex jump there by Carter.
Wow, now straight out of the box and charging in like a bull. Ashby just flattens the 3-wall of USA, making them go one-on-one.
I can feel the noise from here. That's beautiful. We're really liking the Wales defense, though, guys. Actually lovely to watch. Carter having to deal with them, too, as well.
I'm particularly impressed by the Wales offense. No one has been able to separate these USA walls like this. They're just coming in so hot. Even the jammers running offense for themselves, like we just saw Ashby do then.
Oh, look, a little bit of hug there with Burrows. I'm just loving the camaraderie all weekend. It has to be said. It's such a unique part of our sport. I see 3 points on the last scoring pass there for USA and no points there for Wales. Team timeout, however, for Wales. So they're going to have a chit-chat. Look at that replay. You know, apex jumps and replays that go very well together. Replays, of course, brought to you by vMix all weekend at vmix.com. Find out more about the wonderful things that they do with live streaming software.
Yeah, so once again, Wales putting a lot of pressure on Team USA. They kept them to just 12 despite that power jam start. And as you saw on the replay just then, really drew the offense forward and were able to make Carter have to skate a long way before he completed that initial pass.
There is a thing too. I mean, Wales know what they're going up against. It's not like, oh, Team USA, I don't know how this. They knew what they're coming up against, so they're adjusting their play. And like you said, very hard on the defense, but also making sure there's a little bit of offense in there to catch those jammers.
Yeah. And you can see these highlights from previous jams that have happened earlier in this game. Just the physicality that Wales are bringing.
I can feel it from here.
Very rugby-orientated part of the world.
Yeah.
They really know how to hit. Jammer on Jammer off the line, and Lee Jammer for Wales. He went and engaged Shane Bauer straight away, which just made Bauer kind of flinch enough time to make Oliver get Lee Jammer points on the board already. Shane Bauer finally out, but he's...
Oliver following him. Look at it, they're psyching each other out now. Look at that. Well, Oliver just calling it off, not taking any risks. That's kind of too bad. Yeah. Did you see the showdown they had?
Yeah. Well, you know, he definitely outpsyched Shane Bauer early on. You saw him go down just on the replay there from that shoulder hit. Shane Bauer, a real veteran though. He's not going to take that two passes in a row. So probably a smart, safe call up there. It's pretty easy when you go jammer on jammer to accidentally do a penalty, and then it's like, oh, I was just showing off, and now I'm in the box.
I think showing off is not on the menu for either one of these teams right now. I mean, USA, you know, USA being a strong team, they're not going to want to. They're having a timeout. They're also not going to want to give away a lot of points either, because that's something you just don't want to do. You want to be you want to be USA, and you want to show that you're USA and that you can be on top of things. But yeah, Wales is the underdog in this game. But look at that work there by Carter. Just running into one of Wales' blocker. It was just in the wrong place. But we're just loving watching Ashby get out of the pack. And now we're just watching jammers get out of Bauer. There we go. Collection of jammers getting out of the back.
So that is the team timeout for USA. They're just going to kind of reset, collect their thoughts, see what their plan is. Points differential don't matter now. This is the quarterfinals. This is all about wins and losses. We've just seen the previous quarterfinals where France took the win over Canada. And
nice win that was, too. Nice, strong win.
And over on track 2, Australia taking the win over Argentina.
Who fought very, very hard, I was told.
They did, yeah. Just jammer penalties really hurting the score. It looks like it was a blowout, but it was a close game. We are back underway now. Streak returning from the box to play offense for Magnum. Magnum just waited that little beat for his offense to come. And
they backed up a bit, they rolled back on the jammer.
Yeah, a little suck back there. That patience from Magnum, really strong leader out there, really strong jammer. Was able to pick up lead.
Everyone on the track now, pivot back too as well. Magnum doesn't seem to need any help, gets a ring. They're outside picking up 5 more points.
So Ashton
for USA.
Ashton just getting smothered by a big wall of red out there. Sorry, Ashby.
We had an Ashton earlier, but this one's an Ashby.
Yeah. So not making any progress there. USA calling it off on just 5 points. 9 points. So Magnum did put on another pass.
But first it is. Look, we backed up a bit. We rolled back on the jammer. And yeah, we're having fun here watching wonderful instant replays brought to you by vMix all weekends.
Yeah, we love that.
And having fun doing that, yeah.
All the butts all the day. We practice that.
Yeah, that's another channel, not this one. Hurlston on the outside being taken out and taken back, and Stang trying to do it to it for USA. Sounds good to me, picks up the lead. Yeah, B-Stang, fairly easy lead there, but great recycling by Wales. He had to pass a few blockers multiple times on his way to lead there, and now Wales out of the pack and scoring. Really great pressure. B-Stang kept to just a single scoring pass. And you notice too, that was interesting. They went for a call-off. Could have been a reason, but they didn't even try to get back into it. They're just like, yeah, we'll call it off right away.
Yeah.
That's interesting, running it very, very short. 122 for USA, 16 Wales. Wales had a 12 for a while. Got 4 more. It's kind of staying there for a while.
Yeah, well, definitely bench strategy is going to come into play now. These teams still have 2 more games left to play, and the things are just going to get tighter and tighter. All right, so we have 1-9 Ashby now jamming for Wales. Up against, I can't see who that is jamming. They're on Lopez.
Because he's sneaky.
He is sneaky.
Yeah, he's sneaky, but he's good. I saw him warm up too as well. He's a bit of a stealth kind of person.
Yeah, Ashby once again just getting out of the pack before USA can get a second scoring pass.
I love those backwards call-offs on 1 foot. Those are just classy. For 4 points too, just right in the end. Look at that. Lopez gives the signal for some offense, a bit of a train, and just opens up the hole outside.
Yeah, that bean dip around lane 4. Beautiful move, and he executed it perfectly, communicating to his offense.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of people going through the inside. If they can go through the outside with momentum, of course, the way you skate, then that's how it's going to go. We're going to move up right now on Carter and on Oliver.
Well, that was some beautifully executed defense. Wired Percy Control and Dylan Bott sucking back on the jammer during that 5 seconds. These guys all live on completely different parts of the country, so they don't get to skate together that much, but it was beautifully synchronized. Now Carter with lead, but once again, Wales out of the pack, just boom. Oliver forcing the call off.
Yeah, the forcing the call off is the clue too. I mean, if you don't have control of the situation, try and find something you do have control over, and that's and USA have only had 1 scoring pass in the last 2 jams, is what we're being told here. Look, that's something else too.
Yeah, we certainly have not seen that in any of their previous opponents. Hurlston now lining up against Shane Bauer. Both jammers focus. Again, a dynamic setup from the packs. Wales happy with the pivot line. They're going to try and control Shane Bauer up there, but not long till he's out of play. Shane with just 1 to beat.
Yeah, last line of defense gets through, picks up the lead easily enough, but it's tough times though for Wales jammer.
Yeah, Hurlston's still back behind all the blockers.
All of the blockers.
He's got everyone to go through, and playing offense from the front is really difficult.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just tend to pick up directional penalties.
There's a bit of a stash going on though for Hurlston, and now they're just going to try and psych each other out again. There's a lot of that going on today.
Yeah, jammer on jammer. I guess Shane Bauer doesn't need to score points. He just needs to keep things calm and under control, and that's what he does. I mean, 0-0.
And there's no chance. Yeah, indeed, 0-0 on that one. There's no chance to even get in there. They're just stopping it so they can just put new people on, and that the rhythm is broken that way.
Yeah.
Look at that replay too as well. Hurlston in the back, you're not going anywhere, and kind of acts as a blocker there in the back. Just waits and goes, nah, call it off.
Yeah, he was hoping to get a flinch out of Wales, but they're just sitting solid.
No. There's some solid stuff going on there. Magnum up against your best friend, Ashton.
Ashton now punching the front of the pack. He's in that position to pick up lead. Dylan Botts has something to say about it, though. Percy Control also forces the suck back, and we have a pile of bodies.
That's not good. But that's that defense going on there. I see number 26 for Wales just hammering everywhere. That's going to be Martin Swift, the captain. I don't even have, we're going to have to take care of a skater.
We do have an injury call off there. Ashton was not lead, but that jam will be neutralized. Looks like Percy Control is now up. He's skating up. Doesn't appear to need medical attention, but yeah, this is a very physical game. People are going down hard. Yeah,
just kind of needed a moment there. I'm happy everything's okay. But I believe the jam was called off for him.
Yeah, so the refs are asking the medics just to check in with Percy Control. It was a head to the head, so we want to be careful there.
Official timeout, though, to just cross some T's and dot some I's. And not the other way around, because that doesn't work really well. Stang and Oliver ready to go. And we're not going to take too much time to fix things. We do that fast. We have 1 blocker in the box, the pivot for Wales, so no star pass possible in the near future.
Oh, B-Stang just trips over, seemed to be a track shark. Wasn't actually hit, but not lead because of that. I guess he passed someone while on his knees, so he's getting the no pass, no penalty. And we have a high block call on Oliver, so it's going to be a 2-minute jam here.
The full 2 minutes. A lot of penalties, though. Just hearing some stuff. That's 1 blocker down for Wales, too, as well. But points on the board, though, for Stang.
Yeah, he really had to work for it. He was knocked down hard and out. He had to get back up, run back in. Got the no pass, no penalty, but did manage to get all 5. That last pass there, though, a little bit easier for B-Stang.
Stang coming in hard, passing blockers, no problem at all. For another 5 tough times, though, for Wales, getting a lot of penalties in this jam. And then we have Oliver coming back on the track for Wales.
Yeah, Thornton trying to play offense there for Beastang, but Wales pivot managing to knock both of them out of bounds and recycle them all. Now Stang able to finish his scoring pass. Peter Pan working.
That's a new type of Pokemon. It's recycle them all.
Peter Pan working on Wales jammer, but again, Wales pops out of the pack. Coming up, this is a 2-minute jam. Remember, no one has lead, so
we're gonna go the whole bit. 28 seconds left to Stang through the middle, getting some help there from Thornton, number 515. Points for Wales.
Yeah, 3 points. He had a no pass, no penalty in there.
Yeah, still points.
Yeah.
It's all good news. Stang though, really fast. And the apex jump.
Oh, did he hit his head on the landing? He looks a little dazed. No, he's okay.
No, actually, no, his hand just kind of slid over his helmet cover. No worries there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it didn't really land so well. See, everything got really loose there. Okay.
Yeah, everyone looks good. A big scoring jam for USA, 27-3.
There you go. Having a discussion there about the points quickly with the jammer ref. We're going to have an official review on matters. Once we have information, we will tell you about it. I believe it may go on the live stream brought to us by Shref, our head ref for this game.
While they are having that review, a big thanks to Roller Derby Elite, the brand that is the sport. They are the proud sponsor of Roller Derby Worldwide, platinum sponsor of Team USA, as you can see on the track. A lot of these skaters in the Roller Derby Elite boots. They look good and they clearly perform well, which you can see by the results on your screen right now.
Very nice and compact. I have a feeling they must be very, very light as well. Definitely, if they can sponsor Team USA, they must be good things. So the audience is cheering for a speech because they want to. We do that to head refs in Europe. I don't know if you do that where I come from. Yeah, we're just looking at more jammers doing the rounds. Yep. And we're going to get ready now to find out what the official review is about.
White team have used their official review. They were seeking a cutting call to be issued to the red jammer in the last pass. No cut call was issued. The no cut call will stand. White team lose their official review.
Ooh, okay, so good use of the review there. I believe that was that no pass, no penalty where Beastang only got the 3-point pass. I imagine that's what they were calling it on.
Corner 3, yep.
And, you know, it'd be interesting if they did win that. Would they, like, take the points away that he'd been awarded? It's all sorts of things can happen that the refs could decide if it was upheld. But no, they lose their official review. Went back underway. Lopez wearing the star for Team USA. Oh, and it looks like we are going to start with the white jammer in the box. That's a power start for USA.
And that's your stealth friend Lopez there. He makes it look easy too, I'm telling you. But you know, it's because of his smooth skating. You'll notice just only moves when he needs. Look at that. Just now, and then just gets back to the smooth ride.
Yeah.
But does have a smooth ride, like you said, indeed, because of a power jam start. That is going to end shortly, though, as Oliver returns back to the track.
Yeah, so Oliver now on the back of Peter Pan and Wyatt. They're just going to double team him while Dylan Botts plays offense up the front for Lopez. He's doing it just by controlling the pack at the moment. Lopez with 2 to beat. It's brutal defense.
But look at that cannonball going on, too. Just getting Oliver out at all costs.
Yeah, he drew the multiplayer block on Dave Shaw, which freed him up to complete the scoring pass. Now a little easier as he just jukes around Swifty.
And we're going to try and hide the cover. That's not going to make too much. You still have a target on you. Yeah,
Oliver with the stash. His pivot is in the box, but you know, don't tell the team on the track that.
No,
I will still always stash even if my pivot's in the box. It's like, and they'll look around for going, where's the pivot? Where's the pivot? They're not paying attention to you. Hopefully it'll work. Hasn't in this case, so.
It's still a viable strategy. Sometimes it does work. Lopez, though, I don't know, the magic that he's doing, the way he twists his back is fascinating at the moment. Just continuing to put points on the board, 24 points so far to be exact in this jam.
Yeah, Oliver is out and scoring now. Lopez is just going to call it off. Oliver was able to slip off Dylan Botz's back there with the star stashed in his hand.
Oliver was like, ah, but that big smile there.
Oh, and here is a replay here, just seeing all that.
Oh, twisting and turning on the toe stops.
Yeah. Those Wales blockers are just not giving up at any point. They're making them all work hard. Look at that.
Look at that. That's like meeting the shoulders there. Yeah, I think the rugby analogy is very much worthwhile. Look at the spills there. Oh, man, just keeping it in. Hurlstone back on track for Wales. But I was getting excited, but we already have Carter showing us his skate magic too in the back.
Yeah, Carter on those roller derby elite skates, just smoothly skating around like it's just social night out on the roller disco rink.
A social night out on the roller. No, they make it look easy. The warm-up is really nice to watch too.
So here's our point per jam. A couple of big jams in there for USA. That's really been the story of it. Mostly, though, look at those low-scoring jams. They've just Wales shutting them down time and time again. Only a couple of multi-pass jams.
I mean, Wales, you can always go for the how many points I can score against the very strong and dominant Team USA, but Wales is putting up a fantastic fight. Let's see what else they've got left here. Streak on the outside again. Team USA picking up the lead.
Yeah, so Shane Bauer with the star. Percy Control just still shutting down Wales. Dylan Botts and Wyatt double teaming there. Shane Bauer, though, now knocked down by Swifty, having to go all the way back as his pivot draws. We are in the final 30 seconds of period 1 here, so it's probably going to be the last jam unless someone calls a timeout. Shane Bauer puts his points on the board. We're going to lose short to the box for Wales. That's going to make things a little more tough for Ashby.
They need that defense, though, to stop those jammers, at least slow those jammers down.
Yeah.
Don't want anyone in the box for that. Burrows, though, doing what he does best. Bauer still getting through.
And my rule when I'm out there jamming is you cannot get points if you have less blockers on the track than the opposition. In a game like this, where it's two top teams. Ashby now going himself.
So no. Like I said, there must be cupcakes and there are unicorns on them. Everyone's having a visit in the cheese balls bearing box.
Yeah, so Shane Bauer calls it off there, picking up 5 more. We do have an official review by USA, but the period clock has expired, so there will be no more jam. We're going to just see what this review is about, I guess. Normally these reviews, you know, you've got to challenge something. They're not going to use it just as a timeout. While we're waiting to hear what's happening, as I mentioned earlier, unfortunate situation last night. The guys from Wales, 4 of them had their gear and passport stolen out of their hire car. Dale, Matt, Tom, and Jamie really need your help. So go to GoFundMe.com/help-the-lads. Help them get some skates back on their feet.
And help them get home too as well, because
yeah, they're gonna. It's gonna cost them some money and effort to get those passports happening again.
So yeah, our heart goes out to Wales a little bit, definitely for that. In any case, USA 206, Wales 19 points, and we're going to hear about the official review once the result has been given to the captains and alternates.
And there it is. I think we're just coming over. This is not the last game of the night, folks. There is Denmark versus Poland still coming up on this track. We're just finding out what the official review is about.
You want to follow scores, too, for the rest of the weekend? You can have a look at live.mrdwc.com. A lot of things going on there for points. And
all right, so halftime has been issued. We're just going to find out the official review.
So the red team asked for a forearms penalty on the white team, and that didn't happen. That's the short of it. We'll keep it like that.
Yeah, no call stands.
Yeah, no call stands, yeah. There's only 4, well, you know, there's only 4 outcomes of any. It's call stands, no call, well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's only 4 things. But yeah, that was, might as well go for an official review before the half is over too. Look at that. Highlights. Highlights are just jammers doing brilliant things whether that's Hurlston or Carter or Lopez.
So yeah, for you don't have the overlay on your screen now. We are officially in halftime, 12 minutes 57 on the halftime clock. The score is 206-19. So yeah, we're going to go into halftime. We'll see you in 12 minutes.
this is what we've seen the Argentinian jammers do.
The beam dip is more when you turn your back to the blocker and dip your shoulder under their hips, because if they do contact you, it's a back block as well. Without Carlefou, was really just ducking under the hips there. He has to be careful that if the knee does go down, he's basically putting himself into you can't be blocked and it's a legal move. Lead jammer going again to Mexico. Silencio, second in a row for Mexico.
Waterman still stuck in the back. Oh, we have had a star pass.
And that is to Alien Al, 1-0-0. Alien Al, you may have seen, used to jam for England and Calgary, you may have seen him there. He has shifted both in his home league and for England to a blocker. But what a weapon to have in the back pocket there.
Yeah.
So it's like, England unable to score again for a further 2 jams in a row. Fish with the star against Alex Strum, and 18 points in it.
And the jam was ended just in time for the entire penalty box to end.
28 points in it.
For the entire penalty box to end too, sorry. We already have Fish knocked down here in the back, running into his pivot on the outside. Now both of them have to re-enter all the way behind Dr. Manhattan, whereas Alex Strum is trying to push into that wall of blockers, takes the outside, does not need a lot of space, picks up another lead for Mexico.
Third in a row for Mexico. Fish smiling. I think that Fish are always amused when he doesn't get lead, because it just seems to be how I've always seen him skate. Alex Strum liking that fast back beam. There's a dip under Illbilly. Illbilly does not allow it.
But he's shutting the jam down.
1 point picked up by Alex Strum now.
We were talking about that yesterday. I mean, it's really all about the fun. Like, we don't really care who wins as long as everyone on track is having fun. And I think Fish picked up on that message. And
Fish is always having fun.
Yeah. Scraplin on track next to Carlefou once again jamming for Team Mexico.
Scraplin now out the front as Carlefou stuck into a bracelet. Scraplin through with ease. Oh my God, making it easy for him. Yeah. Forced lead jammer and 4 jams for England. Scraplin picking up a quick 5. Carlefou still stuck at the back. Narwhal picks up a direction of gameplay penalty as Trash re-enters. Scraplin knocked down to the infield by Drigger, but Drigger not doing so legally. So he's going to go and have a sit down. Charlie Scraplin with 2 to beat. Beats them. And calls it.
That's very nice for England here. 10 points scored for England in this last jam. Current score 87 for England, 50 points for Mexico.
And an official review for Mexico.
We are back. Hello, everyone. If you're joining us, we are telling you all about the USA up against Wales. That is what's going on now. First half over, second half going to start in about a minute and 40 odd seconds. I can tell you some interesting facts that we've put together already for this game. We had one of the biggest scoring passes was from Stang from Team USA, 27 points. Doing a great job so far. Wales, however, have managed to get a lead 3 times on USA, and we're really proud of that fact. I'm sure they are too as well. And however, Wales is very light on jammer penalties. It is just the tough work of fighting against USA that is giving them the hard time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Wales, an incredible job in the first period, keeping USA to so many single pass jams. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect that, but to put it in perspective, most of USA's other games, they've been double the score at this point. So really shutting them down. Clean, strong play, good offense from both sides, good defense from both sides, really smart jamming.
There's also going to be a game after this. Once this is over, we're also going to see Denmark playing against Poland for one of the semifinals.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals.
So we're about to get underway period 2 here in the quarterfinals. This is for a spot in the semifinals. We're going up. It'll be, well, Australia have defeated Argentina, and it was Canada versus France earlier.
Yeah, that was a big game too. We're gonna have a power jam start here for Magnum.
Yeah, we see Ashby wearing the star for Wales in the box. Big fast start there. Magnum though, one to beat already. Oh, but he has recycled nicely. His teammate comes up and flattens the initiator. Magnum now able to just skate through and get lead, but that just shows the physicality. These guys are ready to bring it.
Magnum coming in for a scoring pass. Gets through easily on the inside. 5 points.
Yeah, it might be a little hard for Wales to come back to get the win at this point, but they're certainly going to try and win every jam between now and the end of the game. We still have a full 30 minutes left to go here. Magnum scoring hard, but look at that defense, just trying to shut it down. However, Team USA really using that speed that they want during the power jam as Ashby returns from the box. Now Wyatt, Percy control, Peter Pan, all one-on-one blocking, which is not the way you stop a jammer, and the result is Ashby is through. All right, so Ashby returns to the box. He didn't get any points, but he did shut that down. Pretty good power kill. Only a 10-point jam, sorry, 14-point jam for USA.
Yeah, look at the replay there. Magnum going, I'm going to the left, I'm going to the right, and doing the bean dipperoonie. And that's working really well. Almost got knocked out there by a skate, but to no avail. Yeah,
Clark really bringing it to Magnum now, making him work for that final point. All right, now B. Stang up against Ashton.
Oh, Stang getting some shoulder work in there, but does get through very easily enough, fast enough too.
Yeah, Wales with 2 skaters in the cheese balls bearings penalty box. That is really going to limit things for their ability to shut down USA. Ashton working against Bled Zeppelin, Spin Diesel, and Streak. So,
oh, look at that pirouette. And just when you think he cleared the pack, gets recycled.
Yeah, that strong gatekeeper's 2-ball really shutting down Ashton. Stang just skating laps at this point. He's already got 15, 10 already on board.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 15 before I've even done that mass, but he's still just going to keep scoring as Ashton picks up another penalty. It's a track cut on Wales. Not what they wanted this time.
Power jam for USA and a very fast pack as well.
Yeah.
It's like everyone took some power pills there during a halftime as that jam ends. No points on that last scoring pass for Wales because jammer box. And we're going to put 5 points in that last scoring pass then for USA. 240 altogether, and Wales still at 19.
Yeah, so Wales looking a little less controlled than they did at the start of the game. They were together, they were out of the box, and they were getting leads. Not happening so far in this period, but let's see if they can just calmly reset, clear the box, and make something happen. At the moment, though, Ashton still in the box from the last jam. Lopez jamming for the USA slips up the inside quickly, Gemma. We're going to see if Wales can do something. They've been separated already by USA, which makes it hard to set things up.
I saw Bud, number 32 for Wales, there, kind of on his own there, and not going to stop Lopez that way, being wrapped up in a sea of red and not being able to move in any which direction. So Wales is going to ideally needs more blockers to be able to do something against USA.
Yeah,
in the
USA
second half.
clearly rehearsing that separation of a single skater to control the pack.
Yeah.
Now we see Ashton has stashed the star on his way out of the box and cleared. Lopez just manages to avoid the track cut as he calls it off.
Yeah, that was a clutterbuck that was in the way there.
That's a nice work, Ashton, coming out of the box and really shutting down USA's scoring ability there.
I'm seeing some high fives and some happy faces too. I like calling a game when I see that kind of camaraderie. Oliver up against Carter.
Yeah, you can see on the VMix powered replay there the way Lopez was knocked down, wasn't able to complete that apex jump. Now we're back live. Carter crunching into a Wales wall. There was certainly no easy pass for him, and he's still trying to get through it as they recycle again and again and again. Unfortunately, that's Oliver for Wales getting driven back, allowing Carter his time to get the lead that he needs.
Look at that beautiful form skating around there too as well. And a little bit of a hop and another 5. I'm enjoying the skating going on here too. Tough work for Wales though, being moved around and separated, like you said, quite often, to not have a chance to form these strong walls that they need to be able to stop anything going on from the USA.
Yeah, Oliver, really interesting thing. That still weirds me out, the modified rule set that we play under these days where you can undo a track cut. So
yield by yielding.
Yeah.
You do know that comes from USAR's roller derby as well. It's a bit of an influence. How about skating to the box in different directions?
Oh,
you have a hard time
too many
with
years
that?
playing under minors,
did
right?
you? Yeah, I can tell you about that. I've been there and done that too as well. But when you got minor penalties, people were yelling stuff at you. You had no information. You had to listen to a ref, and there was no consequence. So the game has been tightened up in the meantime.
Yeah, but yeah, so Oliver getting forced down.
Bruised skate straps. If you have skates that don't just quite fit, don't let the foot or your heel slippage mess with your game. Check out bruised skate straps. They wrap around your boot and plate to keep your feet in place so you can improve your agility. Be better with bruised skate straps. BruisedSN.com.
And while that was all happening, Hurlston followed Shane Bauer out of the pack. Shane Bauer would lead for USA, but Hurlston quarter of a lap behind, forcing that call off. Only 4 points scored by USA in that jam.
I'm waiting for Wales to do something with that 19 points they have on the board. The next amount, so that's no points at all scored in the last 5 jams.
Well, 19 on the board, 19 on the track. Ashby wearing the star for Wales. Magnum just sizing him up, though.
Magnum reminds me of a chocolate dessert that we have here in Europe.
Oh, yes, I do love a good
so
Power
every time
Magnum.
I hear Magnum, there you go. Power Magnum, not quite just yet, though.
Oh.
Being recycled by Burrows. Nicely done there, Wales.
Yeah, you don't often see that now. Wales in that strong position to pick up lead, and they do.
Nice.
Oh, Magnum, though, is chasing him down. Magnum has his crosshairs on Ashby, and we do see
nice.
Jammer on Jammer. Magnum is a man that loves to skate, and he is just having fun lining up Ashby there. Look at it, he's going to come in and hit, and Magnum's down.
Twice now, it didn't work out. Ashby was on the outside, easy to be hit, but just actually absorbed that hit so nicely. It was perfect.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Magnum threw first, but he only picked up 3 points. There was a no pass, no penalty. So is Ashby going to pick it up and pull it, or is he going to try and run and just put some more points on the board for Wales?
I would run with it, but then again, they're going to do what they're going to do. But I would just kind of run with it for now.
Unfortunately, Magnum has put a lap point against lead now.
How strong is that? That is a pile up on aisle 9 there.
Yeah.
You need to clean that up.
The 2 1-9s just fell on top of each other. Streak.
I believe we've got 4 points there for Wales as we go, as we have a nice look at a lead being gained there by Ashby. So that would be 19 points moving up to 23. That is a happy Welshman, I can tell you.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, USA did outscore there as we see that jammer on jammer action. Look at that. Magnum just wasn't quite in front of Ashby, so all it did is really helped him.
I was worried too, but you're on the outside, so yeah. Stang.
Jammer on jammer.
Stang is there, but it's going to be Oliver for the box with elbows.
It looked like a nice play there by Oliver to draw Stang out of bounds, but the refs did call it as a penalty as Stang. You can see USA playing that rehearsed strategy again of separating the Wales defense. It allows an easy pass up the front.
Yeah, and now a power jam too as well. They're going to go for the train on both sides, just opening up space to make it really easy for Stang to get through. I wonder if he needs that help, but it's good practice. And look, we're just not letting the pivot. We're actually goading a pivot to make sure that nothing can go on the Welsh side.
Yeah, Dylan Botts just was going pivot on pivot there. He had eyes only for Bud there to make sure that he could not form up a wall and stop his jammer. So that is Oliver out of the box, stashing the star and getting out, forcing a call off.
And we're going to have a team timeout that was requested and given there to Wales. We're going to have a replay there of Stang on the outside going, look at me, I'm keeping it in, keeping it in. Wonderful.
It's like he was just posing for the replay there.
You know, we all have that too, where we look at replays and we actually think that we may see something different. I think human beings are made that way. I bet you vmix.com, the people that have been doing all the fantastic replays, is we can look at that Burrows, oh, I've got stuck, I got someone stuck on me, it's Magnum.
So these are highlights from the first period we're seeing.
I remember them already.
Action aplenty.
Action aplenty. That's a good. That's a good dirty name too as well.
I normally say apex jumping is a terrible idea, but for Carter, it is just not. He just floats there.
It's not a terrible idea. It's a risk, and it's a calculated risk. That's just the way it goes.
And here we see the suck back, the butt play. Look at that, sucking back a full 10 feet before either jammer moved. That was back when Magnum was waiting for his skater to return from the penalty box to play some offense for him.
Quad Skate Shop is here, also one of our sponsors, Europe's original brick and mortar skate shop. They have an outstanding selection and a delivery guarantee. You can also check them out online at quadrollerskateshop.com.
All right, so we're back from our team timeout. Lopez with lead for USA already. He went right around the outside, managed to stay in by about the width of a toe stop. Spin Diesel now trying to separate the white wall to make things easier for Lopez while simultaneously playing defense, and we see a jammer penalty for Wales, unfortunately. That is Hurlston with a block into the head penalty. Lopez just lapping without too much effort there. Streak on the outside, ready to play O for him.
I like the shaky he did there. I wonder if he really means. Look at that, though.
Yeah, they clearly had some comms going because Lopez just went at solo.
Yeah, Lopez, though, spreading out that Welsh defense in the front. Pays off, of course.
Now Spin Diesel and Bled Zeppelin, the gatekeeper's teammates, doing that same thing, separating the blockers of Wales so they can't form a wall.
It's working.
Oh, did you see that? That was a 360 nice aerial rotation around the two remaining blockers for Lopez.
They make it look really, really easy.
Wow, like I could do that in the skate park. I don't know about doing it on the derby track.
I don't know. There's enough skate parks around here too, but right now we're on the flat track. That is Hurlston in the back. That jam is called off. Wales started with 19 points in the second half. They've only made it to 23. Look at it. Let's have a replay on the Lopez. Oh, there was a block that didn't. There was a brush across the back of the back.
Wow.
And a butt first moment, and there's your pirouette.
Oh, beautiful stuff by Lopez. You see him just moving his center of gravity, butt first. All right, Dylan Botts is doing a little hug around the Wales blocker on the pivot line.
A hug around. You make it sound romantic. There's a pirouette on the inside because, you know, you need both sides, apparently.
Yeah, they need to balance things here. Anyway, so Wyatt tries to get a cut on the Wales jammer, and he does. Oh, so a tough call going against Ashby there. He skates the long way around after that That penalty was assessed. Carter doing those beautiful Saturday night social disco skate lines that he's got.
Wales, however, though, you know, that's a lot of going into the box. That's not good news. They need to keep out of there. That's some tough work.
Did you see that from Watson?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Managed to knock Carter out of bounds and keep himself in bounds, forcing that recycle.
And
a bit
Carter
of a handshake
liked it too.
afterwards. He was like, that was cool,
nice
buddy.
One. Yeah, I like that. I heard the going over the rope there. Look, we're going to have that replay. Look on the outside. Yeah. Oh, no, that's going to be the apex jump, of course, because, you know, we love the air miles. And then there we go. Look at that. And he's out. And it's like, oh, you got me out. That's cool. Good. That was fantastic work by Watson. Did you see that go back on his... just beautiful. I'm mesmerized. There we go.
Shane Bauer, the only one wearing the star on the track at the moment for USA. Now Ashby returns from the box, but Shane Bauer already has lead. Oh, it's an apex jump over Bled Zeppelin to get Ashby straight out. That was amazing work. Bled Zeppelin is not someone that you can easily apex jump at. Just speed.
I would imagine that Ashby, having had such a tough time there, want to get back in there to show them what they can do. That's going to be no points there still for Wales, and a bunch of points for USA. USA in the front right now with 334. Wales still at 23. Oliver is going to get into the mix with Jammers up against Magnum, and we're going to have a run-up of a start. I noticed Lopez got a few run-ups, and that really pays off. Yeah. For them, it's maybe not sitting on the line, but actually letting the Jammers get some speed. They could maybe change it up. I don't know if that's necessarily the tactic.
The cheese balls bearing penalty box is clear, so it's 5-on-5. We did see the defense of USA doing the strategy they've played a few times, looking like they're going to allow the Jammers a run up, and then during that 5-second period, they suck right back onto them. So it's a grinding defense.
Yeah, we love them grinding defenses.
Wyatt going to the box, so we now have a blocker each down. It's going to make things a little easier for the Jammers. Unfortunately, Wales still stuck back there as Magnum puts another pass on the board. 5 up there.
Magnum getting just enough space to get through, and it's just like we kept saying, if Wales stay apart, they don't have a chance at all. In the front, though, however, now we got a wall. Let's see if that makes a difference. But by then, we are just wrapping or doing what we call the banana kind of a stop, where we use our hips and our butts too as well. And that's the way to psych out Wales for now.
Yeah, Longworth doing some good work, keeping Magnum contained. You can see Magnum there just powers through that explosive speed he has.
Yeah, you can't stop him with 1 or 2 blockers. You need a full complement of blockers to stop most of the Jammers there.
Yeah,
one's just not going to cut it. So and not even slowing them down either, too. Did you notice?
So Helston now lining up against Beastang, 2 very powerful Jammers. The wall's right on top of them, no one getting any run up. Helston tries to go up the outside, but Bled Zeppelin sends him out. Beastang stuck in the middle on that Welsh wall and just shrugged off. That was beautiful. Good
recycling there too, but
once
Stang,
again.
That's Ashton trying to get in there, but it doesn't last very long.
Beastang once again on Watson. This time he's able to get past. The Welsh Jammer just comes flying up like a cannonball to see if he can knock him out. Doesn't work. Beastang keeps going. No penalties assessed, so it was good, clean, legal play.
Good, clean, and legal. We like it that way for now. Keeping the flow of things. Stang doing the rounds for USA, and Wales just being wrapped up in white there in the middle.
You can see Streak again using that rehearsed strategy of USA to separate the white blockers so they cannot form a wall as the Jammer approaches.
Yeah, we're going to just keep saying that because it's just highly effective. And we're going to go for a replay as well. Big hit coming in there from Swift. Falls and then goes hoppala right over. That was, how did you like that?
Well, those are big boys. They're like 100 kilos each, and the movement they had to do that cleanly, Just incredible skate control. Look at that. That's
whip.
why we do whip training in minimum skills, folks.
Do you still? Yeah.
Yep.
Those shirt whips and stuff.
Yep. That's
good
what
stuff.
they do.
Lopez is out for USA, and Ashby is trying to do something very tough through the middle and is being scooped around by Shirts. Also doing, but Shirts is going to have to sit down in the box for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Percy control, drawing back Ashby. Ashby having to do it all over again.
All over, all the time. All of the recycling.
Yeah.
Still going to keep doing it until it's the end, though, which is that persistence is really good. Oh, no, cutting the track for Lopez.
Okay, that's going to give Ashby a little bit of motivation, but that's going to mean USA have eyes only for him. Tony Muse, they're just doing his thing, keeping Ashby on his back. Wyatt now taking his turn as Peter Pan does his job separating, and Ashby is out.
Ashby is out. Wonderful. On the tippy toes, too.
Wow.
Oh, that's a motivated man if I ever saw one.
Well, USA, that four wall there, you would think enough to contain, but the offense from Wales did get Ashby out. Now points are going on the board. There's one, there's two. Percy control, though, says, nope, not mine.
No, there's more offense there. Thornflakes is getting into the mix, too, as well. But probably could use a bit more. Look, offense also coming in there from Sheba.
Yeah, I like that sweep offense, but USA only allowing one person to get knocked down.
Only one at a time.
Yeah.
You have to be this high to enter this ride. Yeah.
Now
so controlled.
Lopez back from the box. He's on a scoring pass already, but into a solid three wall of, well, that was Chiba for Wales that he crashed into and didn't make any progress. The 2 minutes elapses. We have points for both teams going up.
Sucker Punch Skate Shop is the largest Derby-owned and operated store in Europe. They have an operation online and also have a physical store in Ghent, Belgium. They're heavily involved with the European Derby community on a number of levels. They're known for the reliable service, honest advice, and competitive prices, as well as top quality products and a huge project range. So check out Sucker Punch Skate Shop.
Amazing. Thanks to these sponsors that make the broadcast possible so you can watch this over and over and over on wherever you are in the world. But we do have Carter with lead jammer as we approach the 10-minute remaining mark in this game.
Wales have moved on for their position, having 19 points, now at 28 points. That's a very big deal for them. USA, of course, dominating this game so far with 369 points.
Oliver really trying to add a few more on, but Spin Diesel's having nothing of it. Burrows running the offense for Oliver, but they're just recycling so quickly. Carter putting laps, 5 more on the board already, 15 points this jam.
Burrow's going to have a sit down, though, for Wales. And, I mean, Carter just does not have time to stop to go through. It just barely slows down to get through. Look at that. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he's just so controlled. His momentum just always carrying him forward.
Oliver going to the box there for cutting the track in the last few seconds. And we're going to have, I believe, a team timeout for Wales. Yeah, and a power jam start, obviously, for USA.
Yeah, you can see in the middle there, Jay Clutterbuck just having a bit of a pantomime with the refs explaining something that happened.
A pantomime.
It wasn't an official review, though, so he was just kind of probably pointing something out, saying, hey, this has been happening. I'd like you to be aware of it. The refs are having a discussion, though, so... Yeah,
USA, same thing, too, the coaches in the middle for now.
So the points just confirmed.
They're always planning the after party. Sorry, that's a classic joke here in Europe. It's and the refs talk about recipes, but no. Timeout. Everything going quite fast. Generally, let's have a look there at the Welsh band. Oh, we're gonna give a little yell there. Put some energy into it.
Yeah. So the winner of this game is going to take on I'm just going to try and work out the world. I believe they take on France tomorrow.
And just in, England won against Mexico. Oh, start of second half, forgive me. Is currently in the lead with 122 points against 50 points for Mexico.
Yeah, so that should set up USA versus France and Australia. Well, assuming the results don't swing in the second half over on track 2, it'll be Australia versus England for a place in the grand final. So now Bauer going one-on-one at the front. Wales using that rugby technique again to just hold him up.
It's that Six Nations charm they got going there for the rugby. Oh, nice takeout there, Oliver.
Yeah, bodies everywhere. Oliver from the box and straight back to it, unfortunately.
No, it wasn't good. We're just going to call that off then for a power jam start then for the next jam.
Yeah, I don't think Shane was aware that he'd gone back to the box.
No, that was
it.
too fast, yeah.
Sometimes it is a little hard to, you see a bench call from earlier and it changes. There is, you can see some replays of all that action happening over on track 2, where England are playing against Mexico.
Yeah, 126 now to 54 we saw, so yeah. That would be England against Australia later on. But for us, it's just Magnum doing what he does best, or what Team USA does well, is get the lead.
I do love watching that man skate. He has fun skating. Oh,
he doesn't
have fun getting hit in the head, but
Pivot sent himself to the box like, yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah, that's me. That's all me.
All right, Magnum still just putting points on, leading his team. They've now crossed the 400-point mark, but as we mentioned earlier, they've been putting 400 points up in a period in all their games so far this week. That's
what you mentioned, of course, in just half an hour. This one took a whole game.
Yeah, so Wales really bringing it this game. Unfortunately, losing some more people to the cheese balls bearings penalty box. Swifty going in there now. Magnum calls it off. He's happy with that. Points differential does not matter in this round. This is knockout games. This is the winner goes on to the higher round of the final. The loser goes into the consolidation rounds. And
indeed, on track 1-2, after this game, we will have Denmark taking it up against Poland. Fun guaranteed.
Yeah.
Action guaranteed too. We have Ashton jamming for Wales, mixing up a bit, and staying in the jammer rotation again for USA.
Nice gratuitous shot of John Wyatt's belly there while he was standing trackside. We're going to see Person Control going to the box, so it's one each in the cheese balls bearings penalty box. Peter Pan working up the front there, shrugging off the offense from Wales as they try and free their jammer up. It's not working so far, though.
Oh, look at that speed, though, coming in.
Right.
I like the way Stang does it. They go really, really fast. They get like a rhythm, and then they just slow down just enough to get through, and then they just pick up the pace again. There's not much juking.
Yeah.
It's just quite amazing to watch. And that is making Wales scramble to just try and stop these powerful jammers not quite working out.
So while all that was happening, Ashton did manage to take the star off his head and pass it to number 1-3, the pivot, Watson. That did get him out of the pack, and USA immediately saw that and just called it off.
They went, that's no passerán. I'm not going to get through. Lopez up against Ashby. We're jockeying into position. Now look, now we are going to back up on the jammers a bit more.
So dynamic positioning there. Chiba for Wales starting at the back, immediately running to the front to try and make something happen for his team. Lopez too fast though, already got lead jammer. Ashby recycled out in the back by Spin Diesel. Now we're getting the offense coming in. I think that's Clutterbutt doing the work there for Ashby.
Absolutely, number 918. But, you know, in the meantime, Lopez is doing the rounds too as well.
Now,
good offense there from Clutterbuck again.
Yeah, really. He's putting himself in harm's way to shut the jammers down. Only enough to slow Lopez on that occasion. Keeps it as a 10-point jam. Just seeing if any more points are going up. No, that is just the 2 scoring passes there for USA. Carter giving a big hug to Helston. These guys are great teammates. They love playing against anyone that brings a game like this.
I have a real good feeling that they're actually having a lot of fun with each other now too. They're just appreciating the level of play they're getting in there. Hurlston up against Carter.
Once again, that real dynamic movement.
I'm loving it. Carter. Oh, Hurlston is out in front and picks up the lead. And that's how I got excited there.
You can hear the crowd
first lead,
there.
I believe, too, of this half. Indeed, second lead of this second half.
Helston with Carter hot on his heels, able to pick up 2 points before calling it off. You can see this replay here, powered by VMix. Up the outside, Wyatt unable to get fast enough across. Helston with a big, strong lead.
Yeah, Wyatt wasn't expecting it. He just went for, moved around. But that's great work there. Look at how, well, we can see how happy he is going to his box.
Yeah,
like, yay, I did it, I got some points. That's 30 points then total for Wales. USA still very much in front with 438 points.
So Shane Bauer with the start for USA, goes from the right diagonally across the pack straight into lead, but followed closely by the Wales jammer. This is going to be a single scoring pass one. Oliver just puts the gas down. Shane Bauer happy to just pick 4 and call.
What a short jam, though. It's a hit it and quit it moment we're getting. We're not running these multiple passes. That was something, of course, that Wales had to deal with in the first half. I have a feeling they were playing a little bit differently.
Yeah, Wales really putting the pressure on USA. We haven't seen anyone push USA all weekend until now. Ashby lining up against Magnum. We do have 2 in the box for Wales, though, so it's going to be an uphill struggle for Ashby to repeat that. All right, Magnum through for lead already. Ashby just on the back of Dylan Botts. Dylan Botts gets cleaned up by Clutterbuck. It's everyone doing tit for tat hits there.
Oh, look at that. That was some crazy work by Botts there. Just causing chaos. That's also a play. Just hit anybody.
Yeah, he just cleaned up people on lane 1 and lane 4. Made a hole that Magnum took. Look at that. Footwork by Magnum. Comes to a complete stop. 360 on a toe stop. Round the other side. And calls it off.
And there's no time to just coast or anything. It's like call off. Take out cover. There we go. Look at that again. Coming in the back. Oh, has a nice hockey stop. Spins around. Oh, we all need to practice that a bit more. And just out of reach of Clutterbuck.
Yeah, and here he is. Next scoring pass does almost an identical move. Spins, rotates. There's the 360, and off he goes. 2 passes in a row.
Wow.
Beautiful footwork.
Watch those at home again. That's important.
All right, Hurlston now.
Yeah, Hurlston and Stang. Hurlston very pepped up and motivated after his last jam, but it is going to be USA picking up the lead.
Yeah, Stang just big man putting the speed on. He's not going to slow down entering the pack here. Tries to go around lane 4. Gets held up a little bit by Hassel, but only a moment. Gets the points and calls it off because Hurlston did get out of the pack.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You know you're out of the pack, but by then you're like, am I ever going to get back for a scoring pass? USA, they're very aware of that. They're not going to let that happen so easily. Yep. We're going to see Longworth, I believe, possibly jamming for the first time in this game.
Quick change over to Oliver as we are in the final minute of this game.
Oh, I turned around and they changed. Okay, we got it. Transformer, that is, yeah. But Lopez is like, I'm not taking any of that, so I'm gone. I'm gone. Have a nice day. Yeah, big screen up the front. So hard to get lead jammer when you have a blocker disadvantage, especially when the team you're going up against is USA. Lopez, though, slowed down a little bit at the front. That is Thornflex. 5 points up, though. Is he just going to run this regardless? It is probably going to be the final jam of this quarterfinal matchup. Once again, Thornflakes gets in the way of Lopez till the offense comes from Peter Pan. Oh, tough times there for Oliver. The Welsh bench are standing up trackside here to cheer their guys on. They have the names of their skaters that couldn't join them. And we have a power jam. Lopez
sees the period clock expire. He's not interested in putting more points up.
No.
They're going to save their energy because they still have 2 more games to go this weekend. And they're going to be tough ones. They're going to be up against France tomorrow morning, and then whoever comes best out of the England and USA.
And then France pretty pumped up after their win against Canada earlier today.
Yeah, France, every time we've come up against them, they have been brutally strong. They don't want to win, they want to beat the other team.
Okay, they just want.
Yeah.
Wanting is good. So the final score we have now is going to be USA 470 and Wales with 30 beautiful hard-earned points. Happy Team USA there.
Yeah, very happy, but Wales should definitely be holding their head high. That was an amazing game.
I am very happy to have worked with you. And Wales, Canada, I'm hearing, is going to be the matchup for tomorrow as well. That's going to be a lot of banging around too.
Wow, yeah, so that's like the 5th, 6th position. Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So like you said, USA, France, and then Wales going up against Canada. It's only, the heat is on, my friend. It's only going to get hotter as we get to elimination rounds.
And there is still 2 days of competition left to go
2 whole
here.
days. How can you contain your excitement? You can't.
Wow, yeah, every matchup from here on in is going to be close. It's all going to be 4 positions in knockouts. Points differential does not matter. Coming up next, though, here on track 1, Denmark versus Poland. That's for their position.
And, you know, I'm really happy you're having a really good look at how the defense was being built on the Welsh side. We talked a lot about strategy, and I also really enjoyed your analysis. The grinding defense, the splitting that up. We kept saying separate, separate, separate. There's a bit of goading as well. Stopping Wales by any way, shape, or form of reforming together.
Yeah, I think in the first period, Wales were having a lot more success at holding their formations. USA must have talked about that at halftime because they came out and they were so active at separating to make it a 2-2 wall rather than a 3-1. And
there's a lot of what we call, and I'm going to use the word of desperation. It's where the jammer's already past you and your arm is trying to get in there, and you'd like to just grab them and stop them, but that wasn't quite working out. We saw that a little bit of the USA as well, but all the leads that were just hard-earned leads for Wales.
Yeah, and Wales also they clearly changed up their strategy in period 2. They were sending. We are going to cut to in-field interviews with the team, so take it away.
The thing that you like the most about the World Cups, being on World Cups, is like.
We can hear Tronchatoro.
And hi everyone, I'm Tronchatoro. I'm here with one of the players on Team Wales. He's the number 2 XCC with Swifty. Is that okay, your Derby name?
Yeah, I'm Swifty, yeah.
So Swifty, tell me, how is the difference between Birmingham, Canada, and now in Barcelona? You were in the 3 World Cups, right?
Yeah, I did all 3 World Cups. I started off really the first one as a total newbie, so everything was just a shock to the system. And as a team, we've grown and grown and grown, we've just become so much more united. Also, I mean, the differences in the cities and things is incredible. This is such a friendly place and just so beautiful. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
And what is the thing that you like the most about being in the World Cups? Because it's not the same match in your hometown and the World Cups. It's another country, another culture.
I mean, we get to play against the world's best, which is, I mean, just to be here and actually witness them playing is one thing, but to be on the track and play against them we're learning so much. It's incredible, really.
And so you were playing with Wales. How does it feel to play against USA, Argentina, and you play against New Zealand too and Denmark?
Yeah, New Zealand and Denmark were such fun games. They are such great guys. The other teams, they outclassed us, unbelievably outclassed us. But I'm totally okay with that because, just to be on track with them was absolutely amazing. We're learning so much from them. Argentina, I mean, they took us by storm. They were just a united machine. They were great.
Well, I'm an Argentinian, so thank you. So, thank you to be here. Thank you to participate on the World Cup. We are proud of having you here on the middle of the track. I know you're tired, so I'm going to make you maybe take a shower or just take a rest?
I'll go and cover everyone with sweat, I think.
Oh, well, bye. So thank you. I was Tronche Toro, so I'm here with Swifty. I'm trying to pronounce your name, but your name, but you know, I'm Argentinian, so I have an accent.
It's good.
Thank you. So thank you all. We are going to be back on Derby in a few moments.